Hey Ray, this is Frank from Max Digital, and as I mentioned, I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do yourselves to help bring in more business just by better utilizing both your website and your Google Business Profile. So I see you guys are providing some plumbing services in the Prince George's County, Maryland. So I just kind of did a search here for Plumber Bowie MD, and here's the search results page that comes up. And since 90% of the people never click past the first page, I wanted to show you the importance of getting into as many of these different three different sections of this page as possible if you are looking to grow your business. So the top section here is known as for the Google advertisers. So if you're not looking to pay Google advertising to get into this first section, then you're going to want to focus on getting into the second and third section of the page. The second section here is known as the Google Map Pack, and it consists of the three businesses with the strongest Google Business Profile. Now there's two things that you need to really focus on in order to get into this map pack here, and so it's all based on your Google Business Profile is the first thing you need to worry about. So as far as the Google Business Profile, which you have set up here, you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping this active, and what that means is continuing to get and respond to customer reviews, as well as uploading photos to the site or to the profile on a regular basis. Ideally, you want to have more reviews and photos than your competitors in the map pack do. And then also to keep this active, you're going to want to use as much of the 750 characters that Google gives you here to describe your business, but not just describing your business. You also want to include local buyer intent keyword phrases, and I'll talk about that in just a second. And then the last thing that you want to do on the profile is if your competitors are doing Google posts, which is kind of like social media posts, you're going to want to do the same thing because you're going to want to keep it as active as your competitors are, actually more so than your competitors are, to make sure you get in here. Now, the good news is that two of the three of these only have 51 or no more than 51 reviews, so it could, you might be able to get that number up pretty quickly. And that's only one component. The second component is making sure that your business is mentioned more times online than your competitors are mentioned. So the way companies deal with that is they get their business listed in online directories. There's thousands of them out there. So Yelp.com, Angie's List, Nextdoor.com are just a few, but there's thousands of them out there, and many of them are free to join. It just takes time to go out to each of the sites and register your business name, address, and phone number, and you're going to want to do that exactly the same way that you guys have it registered here with Google. So Google sees them all as belonging to one company, and then you begin to outnumber the online mentions as far as in comparison to these guys. So that's how you get into the map pack. 30 to 40% of the traffic is going to go to the businesses listed here. So if you are looking to grow, it's important to get into that section. And then over here, this last section of the page is known as the organic listings. And you're going to get probably 30% of the traffic going to the first few companies that are listed here as well. And so I wanted to compare, well, let me just back up and say that to rank high in this organic section, it's based on the strength of your content and backlinks profile. So I want to compare your content and backlinks to Len the Plumber, which is the #1 ranked site for plumbers in Bowie, Maryland, after you get past this directory site, Angie's List. So let's just take a look at your content right here. So one thing when I look at this that I wanted to point out is that Google looks for about 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage for you to be considered an authoritative site or an expert in the niche. And that's going to depend on what your competition has, as well as the number of local buyer intent keyword phrases that you are looking to be ranked for. So in addition to the number of words per page, you want to have more words per page than your competitors have, definitely. If you can get to that expert level, even better. But in addition to that, you want to make sure that your content is dense with those local buyer intent keyword phrases. Those are the words that people are actually frequently typing into this Google search bar, and the phrases that you want your site to be found for. The more that these keywords are mentioned in your content, the more relevant Google is going to see your site to the searched phrase. So I wanted to show you here a couple things. One, when I look at this site that I use called Ahrefs to analyze different websites, so you can see this is your website, you could see that you are currently ranking for 7 different keyword phrases. And here's the list of those that you're ranking for. And you can see most of these are including your name in some variation. And you can see that the traffic that you're getting to your site, it's all coming on when somebody is actually Googling your name directly. And I wanted to compare that to this your competition site here, Len the Plumber. you can see this is a back page. You can see, let me go back to the Google search results page. You can see it's lentheplumber.com, and then they have a back page for, it's actually a back page. They have a Washington, D.C. area page. That's a sub page of lentheplumber.com, and then another sub page of that, which is Bowie, Maryland. And that's what this is right here, lentheplumber.com, Washington, D.C. area, and then a sub page for Bowie, Maryland. So just looking at their sub page is ranking for 13 keywords, and you can see that everything they're ranking for here, these are like different variations for how somebody might search for a plumber in Bowie, Maryland. Each of these, you can see the volume. This is the number of searches per month on average for each of these keyword phrases. So you can see that by being on the first page, they're able to participate in all this volume, which is, it's almost 1,500 searches per month on just the plumbing phrase. So, you have, if you're doing like water heater install, somebody might Google that, water heater install Bowie, Maryland, and, leak detection Bowie, Maryland. All those different things or services that you guys provide are all going to have their own different individual search volumes, so that you get to participate on if you were in the first page. And doubly so if you're in the map pack and the organic section, for example, and triply so if you're advertising. So obviously there's a lot of potential to grow your business if you're on the first page. So that's what I wanted to show you about content. It's about number of words per page, how much content you have, and whether you're building in the local buyer intent keyword phrases so that Google can match up your content to what's being searched for. The other thing that matters, the last piece of the puzzle, is what's known as your backlinks profile. And backlinks are just links from other websites over to your website. They act as an endorsement of your site, and because it allows Google to see that other sites are linked to you, and that therefore you must be an important site. But it actually matters what kind of sites are linking to you. You could have spammy sites that are linking to you just for the purpose of having a backlink. So some people do, they go out and buy backlinks that are not relevant, and it actually hurts them. Or you can be rewarded in the ranking system by Google by having links to authoritative sites. And so that's really what you're looking for. And you can tell a good site that before you link to it, you can tell if it's a trustworthy or authoritative site by the site's DR score. So a DR score, a good site is 30 or higher. You don't have any DR score right now. I don't know if it's because you only have 2 domains linked to you, and so it's not enough for Google to possibly come up with a scoring yet. Your competitor's site really doesn't either, because they have, again, it's a sub page. They have all their links going to the home page, and you can see they have a high DR score because they're linked to pretty good sites. They recognize the importance of having a back page because it allows them to, and they have a back page for every location because it allows them to use the local buyer intent keyword phrases for that location into their content and build it in enough or frequently enough within that page so that Google easily sees that they're a good match. So anyway, that's what you got to do to rank on page 1 and participate in that volume that I showed you. If you do service the Washington, D.C. area, there's a ton of volume there, and the competition is very low. So a lot of opportunities for your business to grow. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you wouldn't mind, just responding to the email to let me know that you watched the video and whether it was helpful or not, or if there's anything missing that I could provide in future videos, that would help me to continue to add value to small businesses. Thank you, and look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.